Ryan needs 2/3 of a pound of chocolate chips to make brownies. Each bag of chocolate chips holds 3/4 of a pound. So it looks like he needs this much. Each bag of chocolate chips holds 3/4 of a pound. So I actually have a choice here. And the choice is whether or not, because I'm noticing that each number has the same units afterwards. What's the same unit? Call it out. Yeah, it's pounds. But I also notice I have a P word here, each. So for this problem, we're going to show you both ways, but I'm actually going to use a ratio table since I saw the P. So my ratio table is going to look like this. The two things that are being compared, well, there's bags, and then there's pounds of CC chocolate chips. Okay? So, the first part I see, it says each one bag of chocolate chips holds 3/4 of a pound. So one bag holds 3/4 of a pound of chocolate chips. It says, what fraction of a bag of chocolate chips will Ryan use? So I don't know the bags, but over here I do know that Ryan needs 2/3 of a pound. So in this case, I'm going to solve this, like always, using cross multiplication. So just watch carefully here. I'm going to zoom in. N times 3/4, which is the same as 3/4 times n, equals 1 times 2/3. What's 1 times 2/3? Yes, it's 2/3. Okay? Same steps as always. I'm going to recopy my n, I'm going to recopy the 2/3, and then I'm going to divide by the number that's attached to the n, which is 3/4. Okay? We're going to use keep, switch, flip. Okay, why don't you pause the tape now and go ahead and solve that. It should take you 10 seconds, so go ahead and pause the tape now. Okay, if you're back, hopefully you kept the 2/3, switch the division to a multiplication sign, and flip this to get 8/9. So it turns out, what fraction of a bag will Ryan use? Sorry for all that. He will need 8/9 of a bag. And this was very tricky. A lot of people actually switched these two around. Before we show you the other way, using a number line, I want you to take a look at a sample response. You do not need to copy this down. You just need to look at it, just to show you how we talk about every single step we take when we write a good response. So literally it says, I created a ratio table knowing that one bag holds 3/4 of a pound. I used cross multiplication and found that Ryan will use 8/9 of the bag. You could have stopped there if you wanted to. That would have been a perfectly good response. However, I also added, it makes sense that he wouldn't use more than a whole bag because he only needs 2/3 of a pound, which is less than the 3/4 of a pound in one bag. That's a tricky thing to understand, but if you really think about the question and you go back, let me go back quickly. It says he needs 2/3 of a pound, and one bag has 3/4 of a pound. Because he needs 2/3, he won't even need an entire bag, because the entire bag has 3/4 of a pound. Okay, and I think what messed people up, because a lot of people use the number line, so I'm going to show you down here, and I'll zoom in, what a number line would have looked like. The thing was, what Ryan needed was 2/3, and that is the total in this problem. Okay, so what happened was you did an oops right away. You count by 9/12, don't pass up 8/12, which leads you to this, which again, a lot of people lost points for because they had it in the reverse order. Which is why, honestly, if you're not comfortable with the number line, the ratio table always works every single time. If you do this division out, you will definitely get 8/9 as well.